Hey guys, it's KillerGaming here. Now today, back due to popular demand on the last episode, we're going to be doing how to code a Minecraft hack client, episode 2. Today we're going to be setting up our module managers and our module class. The module class is so we have a base frame for all of our creating the actual module, and our module manager is to manage them and implement them into the client. So first thing you want to do is you want to click on here. You want to click new package. Just checking that's actually recording that. You want to do whatever it is. So com.yourname.your client name dot modules, like so. Then you want to create a new class in there. Yeah, sorry if it is a bit glitchy. I am doing this in a way that I really shouldn't. And you want to create a module Now you want to create a class just called module in there. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to create a few variables. Not a few variables. You want to create a few methods. We're going to call them private string name, and this is how we'll name the module. Private int bind, and this registers the key bind we will press to activate the module. Private category. Now, note this will error. Oh, my screen's going dark. Hang on, guys. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. I had to plug my computer in. So you want to do private category. Now, this will error. And I mean, the other flipping monitor's just gone off, which is great. Now, this will error. Do not worry. We will sort that out in a second. And private boolean is enabled, and is enabled there. Now what a boolean can equal is it can either equal true or it can equal false. It's like a true or false question. It can only equal one of them two. Now we're going to fix this error with the category. So you want to hover over it, and it should have a bunch of things here. You want to hit this thing here, create enum category. Yeah, you can see that. And you just want to leave everything as it is. Click finish. Now in here you can type any categories that you want to have in your client, but they've got to be in all capitals with commas and no spaces. So I'm just going to show you an example. So combat, player, movement, and render. Just like that, and make sure they are like that, otherwise it won't work. Right, you can save that class and exit out of it now. Right, now we're gonna make these methods here that we've created into a variable. So you wanna just press Control and space, and you wanna hit this module constructor here. You wanna delete that line, press enter, type this dot name equals name. This dot bind. Yeah, you can see my cursor equals bind. This dot category equals category. Now you will get a warning that they are unused. It has no effect. That's because we are going to initialize them now. So you want to so in here, if you come out of your constructor, you want to enter down, right click, and now you want to generate. Now you want to generate the get bind, get name, and get category. So just these three here, and then just click OK, and it will do them. Right, now we need to add in a state so we can check if the module is enabled or not. So we need to do public boolean get state return is enabled. Now this will basically tell us if it's enabled or not, this get state method. Right, now we're going to write a pretty long method here, but some of it may error, but not to worry. Just don't worry, because we are going to add the methods that make it so it doesn't error after. So this is the setter for the state. Public void set state, and in the brackets you want to type boolean state. Just feel free to pause the video anytime if you do need it. This dot on toggle if state. As you can see, it's already erroring. Please just don't worry about that. We will fix that in a minute. This dot on enable. This dot is enabled. Our boolean that we created equals true. Now, else if so else if it's not enabled. So else you want to do this dot on disable. This dot is enabled equals false. Now yours should look something along the lines of this. Right, now underneath that we are gonna just quickly create a way to toggle the module. So public void toggle module. In there type this dot state, this dot set state is the to the opposite of this dot get state. Get state like that. And basically this basically sets the state to whatever it is. So the opposite of whatever it is. So it's basically a toggle for it. Now we're gonna fix these errors up here in our set state method. So you want to type public void on enable and your brackets. Now you want to press that, but do not press enter, just close it again. Because of the fact we're not going to write any code in these modules, because we are already just using them so we can link them and tell them what to do in our actual modules, we don't need to put any code in them. So public void on toggle. It doesn't matter if you put a space there, I just think it looks tidier if you do that. Public void on disable. Public void on update. Now, I have actually done this tutorial already once, but as I was recording it, I didn't feel like it was as straightforward because I got a bit confused as I was typing it. On render. Hang on render. Right, now, once you've done all of that, you can save that and you can exit out of that. You will still get warnings. It doesn't matter about warnings. Warnings do not matter. It's errors that matter because you won't be able to compile your client otherwise. I still have no. Hang on. Give me a second, guys. Oh, I know why that's like that. Hang on. Yeah, I messed up. Right. So you want to just right. So you want to delete everything in here. You want to hover over name, click create parameter, bind create parameter, and create parameter category. That's something that I messed up on. That I do apologize for that. Now you can save it and close it out of it. So what you now want to do in your modules package again is create a new package called module manager. And we're not going to type much code in here. We're just going to type a bit of code here. Right, so you want to do public static array list module active modules equals new array list of module. Now basically what this is doing is, if you just make sure you import that, basically what this is doing is this is making a list of all the modules that we have registered, and then we can, and then the equals new array list module means we can get it from another class. So now you just want to generate the constructor for this. So it's here, constructor module manager. Just delete that code. Just make sure it looks similar. It just basically looks like that. Then close out of that. Right, now we've got to hook this in to the actual Minecraft code. So press Control Shift R, and then you want to open the Minecraft.java class, and you want to find. I've already done this, however, so I've made a note where I've put it. So you want to go to. You just want to search for if var1 equals 1, and that'll take you to the first one. So you have to basically just uncomment this code here, because I've already written it twice. I don't want to have to write it again. So the only thing you'll have to do with this class is import your module class, and this will error. Don't worry about that, it's because we haven't generated that yet. So we need to, that will be errored, but make sure we will do something in our main class to make sure that it won't error again. Is it not in this class? I think there's only one you have to do in this class, and that's this is for the binds, for the key binds. Right, now you want to go Control Shift R again, go to Entity Player SP, and you want to go here, you want to uncomment this code here, again import module, and then that will be errored. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to go and fix this. So you have to get, we are just going to save all of this. This will error, do not worry though. So you want to go into your main class, and under this you want to type pub. Alright guys, so I am back, and I figured out what the problem was by looking at one of my other clients. You have to type module manager, then name it a variable here. And then you just want to import your module manager. Now in here you want to type module manager in your start client method equals new module manager. Like so. Now as you can see, if you save that, you won't get any errors from your other classes. Right, next thing to do to make sure we have coded our modules class right is we're going to make a new package called com.whatever your name is, whatever your client name is, mods. And then in there you want to create a new package. Just making sure that's good. You want to make a new package called sprint, and we're just going to make a quick auto sprint. Now this is the base for coding all your modules in the future. Extends module, like that. You want to import module, and it will make you generate a constructor. Right, now one of the things that can cause some errors in the future when we are developing our hack client more is them arguments in them brackets. You just want to delete them, and then these will go blue. These will go blue, and you just want to type in here, you just want to type whatever you want to call your auto sprint. So I'm just going to call it auto sprint keyboard.key_y, press enter, category dot whatever your category you want it to be, so movement, and then just delete that line. Now we want to generate our on update method, so we're gonna grab this on our override method and try and delete that line. Right. So if start state, not get state. So if this dot state, it is get state. So basically, this is saying if it's not toggled, then don't run it, and then this return says don't run the code. And then you can just type if the player in our wrapper class, so wrapper.mc.the player.is collided horizontally, then wrapper.mc.the_player.set sprinting to true. Okay, so the way that we initialize this now is we go into our module manager, And in here, you want to type. Right, so guys, I was actually wrong. You don't want to type register modules. You want to type this dot active modules dot add, and then you just want to delete this because you've already written this part. Now, if you save this, run your client, it should then work. Hang on, I'm getting a bit of difficulty. Hang on. Oh, my phone's going off. I don't know why, but I can hear like a buzzing noise. I don't know what it is, but anyway. Hang on. Do this. Right. So you want to go to a single player world and just play. And right, just to prove to you, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set my sprint key here to none. So I can't press a single key to make me sprint. Right. So as you can see here, I'm walking, and when I toggle the module, I'm sprinting. Like that. So thank you guys for watching this tutorial on how to make. So thank you guys for watching how to make a Minecraft hack client. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in episode 3, of which we will be making an on-screen GUI where you can see if your module is toggled or not. See you guys.